Hello friends and welcome back. So in this session we are going to cover how we can install the WebLogic server in silent mode. So JDK we have already installed in the previous session and we have followed the standard practices that we use, okay, specifically in the industry when we install the JDK to avoid any kind of a manual configuration changes in the future when we do the JDK upgrades, okay, by creating the soft links, right? So now in this session we are going to learn the installation of WebLogic in silent mode. So for installation of WebLogic in silent mode, specifically useful when you do not have access of the graphical user interface of the Linux machine. Okay, and along with that, if you are doing a certain kind of a automation where you wanted to install with the help of scripts, right? And then in that case, this option is very useful. So we have two options for installing the WebLogic in silent mode. The first one is by providing the command line argument, and what are the command line argument is java hyphen jar and their jar file name. This is the standard syntax that we use when we initiate the graphical installer for the WebLogic. And apart from that, for silent installation in the command line, we provide the Oracle base. Okay, so this is the Oracle base U01 app Oracle, and then we provide the Oracle home. Okay, so this Oracle home directory should be inside your Oracle base what we have provided here, right? So we have given the Oracle base U01 app Oracle. So our Oracle home will be a middleware directory inside your Oracle base. Okay, and then the location of your JDK where you have installed your JDK, which is your Java home. Okay, and then the important part is install type. And in install type, we have to give the WebLogic server. Okay, so we have a different kind of a install types here that we can provide, and that is specifically depend on which middleware software we are going to install. Okay, so here we are installing the WebLogic server, so we have to give the WebLogic server as the install type and then hyphen silent. So this is the first way for installation with the help of a single command. Okay, and second is by creating a response file. Okay, so we create a response file, for example, wls.rsp. Okay, and this is the standard content that we need to be specify in our response file. Okay, and what are the parameters that you need to specify in this response file is same Oracle home. Okay, where you want to install your WebLogic server, you can specify the directory here. Okay, and other important, as I said, install type, which is WebLogic server. So these are the two parameters that you need to change in this response file. Okay, and apart from that, all details should be same. Okay, and then you can start the installation with the help of java hyphen jar and jar file name, then hyphen silent, and then with the hyphen silent you can provide the response file, and this is the name of response file along with the complete path where I have created this. So these are the two options available for installation of the WebLogic in the silent mode, okay, which is helpful for you if you are doing a certain kind of automations. Okay, so you can create a small file and you can just pass the name of jar file as a reference here. Okay, and then you can make a process like download this installer in a particular location, and then you can initiate this particular command from a script or maybe using the response file. Okay, so now let me show you first by using this command line method, and then I will show you how to install with the help of response file. So let me first log into my Linux machine. So this is the public IP. Okay, I will enter the public IP here and I will set the connection 5 so that it should not time out. Then I will log in with my Oracle user. Okay, then I will go to first my software location. I will validate the software files. Okay, so we have two files 14.12 and 15.11, right? So what I will do now, I will create one installation directory for the installation of my WebLogic server. Okay, so let me see the existing directories. Okay, so this is the directory that we have used, okay, for the installation of the WebLogic using the graphical user interface, right? And so now what I will do, I will create one more directory with the name of app here, hyphen p, and then u01 app, okay, and then Oracle. So this is the directory that I'm going to use as a base, okay, and then I will use inside that I will use the middleware okay, as my Oracle home. So I will install inside this particular directory, right? So this is the same thing we have seen here, right? U01 app and Oracle. This is the base directory that I have created, and inside Oracle, I have one middleware directory which I have created here, which I am going to use in my Oracle home. Okay, so JDK we have installed in the same location, U01 and JDK. Okay, okay, and then this is the WebLogic server, and then hyphen silent. And let me see the installer file name. So this is the 14120 installer file name. This looks same. Let me replace it. Yeah, it is same. Okay, so now this is the command that we need to run for the installation. So let me first disable the word wrap. Right, so this is the command. Let me execute in the server. I'm doing some mistake here. Let me see what is the mistakes. It's saying enable. Oh, I'm inside the middleware directory, so I have to go inside my software directory where I have my software. Okay, and now let me run it. You can see now it is extracting the installer, and then you can see the log file on the screen. If you want to see the progress of your installation, then you can look for this log file as well. Let me open a duplicate session. Okay, it's a bit slow. Oracle. Okay, and here you can tell your log file as well to check the progress of the installation in parallel. Okay, now you can see it is 50% completed. So it will show you all the progress on the screen, how much percentage of the installation is completed. Okay, and this is the log file that you can tail also in the parallel to see the status. Okay, so now it is 90% completed. Okay, so again, based on your system resources availability, how much RAM that you have in your system, how much core you have in your system, it will take some time for the installation, right? So now you can see the installation of Fusion Middleware 14120 WebLogic Server and Coherence 14120 completed successfully, right? So by default, it is installed the Coherence as well. Okay, and this is the log location which is inside the Aura inventory file. Okay, and this was the log that was created, and if at the last you will see logs successfully copied here. Okay, and exiting launcher. Right, so now our WebLogic server has been installed using the command line method, and let me go inside the directory and show you. So app, and then here we have created the folder with the name of Oracle. So this was our Oracle base, and inside that we have created a middleware directory which was our Oracle home, and here you can see it is installed successfully. Right, so this is the first way for the installation. Let me show you how to install it using the response file as well. Okay, so for that what I will do, I am going to use the same Oracle base, okay, and inside that I am going to create a folder with the name of 15C WLS, okay, and this 15C WLS directory I am going to use as my Oracle home. Okay, so I'm again going to install it again, so I'm using a different directory for the installation. So this we need to change here, okay, and this is by default WebLogic server, so I need no need to change anything. So that means in this file we only need to change the location of the installation. So let me create this with the same name, ws.rsp. Okay, you can create with any of the name, whatever you want. So I will go inside U01 and then app, or maybe let me go to software. And here I will create the ws.rsp file. Okay, you just copy paste all the contents. Okay, only make sure to change the path here accordingly, wherever you want to install the WebLogic server. Now you can change the permission, whatever you need for your file. Okay, and then you run this command java-jar, the name of installer hyphen silent response file, and this is the response file name and the location where you have created. So in our case we have created inside the software directory, so I will replace this location with the software. Okay, and now let us run this command. Okay, let me see what is the problem here. What is the error? Unable to access jar file. Okay, so let me see. This is the jar file name. Okay, let me see what is the mistake I am doing. Java hyphen jar fmw, then 14, right? Then hyphen silent, then your response file, and this will be your response file. Sorry, let me correct it. Java. Okay, so now it is getting initiated. So this is again the log file where you can check for the logs. You can go to duplicate session, and then you can give till hyphen 100f, and then you can see the progress here in parallel. Okay, so now we can see that it is doing some pre-validation checks. Once all the pre-validation checks are passed, okay, that will it will going to install your WebLogic server. Now you can see the percentage 10%, 20%, and in parallel you can see the progress in the log file as well. If it is going good or if there any error or something. So here you can see in the logs as well whatever the prerequisite checks that has been done by your installer. Okay, your CPU speed, swap space size. Okay, you can see here the minimum required swap space, okay, must be greater than 512, and we have configured the swap size initially with 1 GB, right? So if you will not configure the swap size, and when you are using the EC2 machine, by default it is 0, so you will get an error with the installer, right? So now let me go back here and check. Okay, now you can see it is 90% completed, and now it is 100% completed, successfully completed, and you can see here as well. Right, now go back and let me go to the installation location to validate if everything is good or not. So my installation location was 001 app, and then Oracle, and then 15C WLS. Right, so now you can see the installation has been done successfully. Right, so these are the two ways for installation of WebLogic without the graphical user interface, with the help of single command line and along with using the response file.